So hey guys, Jaideep here. Today I'll be talking about how to manage the final year project. Okay, so I understand that it's a very big deal to handle that, and it's very hectic to do also, and because it's very time consuming and it is the thing which you are not very much interested during your gate preparation. So let's see what are these ways, and these are the some ways which I had came across, and I have seen people do it. Many of the things I personally did them, uh, but that's fine because it's worth to devote time to the gate rather than the project. So let's see what are the key insights which I know about this thing. So the first uh, advice I would give you is that try to get the project from your seniors, so from the other college. So what I mean is that you are in the fourth year, right? Now there will be people who had passed out from other colleges, right? So sometimes we know them. So what you can do is that you can ask them for their project and get those project. Now one thing you had to make sure that you should block those block means ask should you should ask them to take down their project on the GitHub, right? Otherwise if you are doing the same task, and if uh, what happens is that teachers will first see on the net whether they are able to get the similar ideas or not. So please make sure that they have keep it down from the GitHub, and later after your work gets done, you can they can ask them to again post it on the GitHub. So this is one advice that I can give you. Now the other one could be you can ask your peers from the other college, means those who are in also in the fourth year, but you have those are your friends from the other colleges. So what you can do is that you can ask them what are their ideas, and you can also work on the same thing as they are working. So what you could do is that uh, whatever progress they are making, whatever the things they are working on, you can take from them and showcase in your project, like that you have done it. So it is another way, and in this case you don't have to worry about other things because they are also will be working in parallel with you, but in the other college. So there won't be any complications like the code or the idea is already on the GitHub or the internet, right? So this is the one thing. Now the next is the other advice I could give is that select the partners who are preparing for the GRE or placements, because the thing is that they in anyhow condition they will have to make a very good project, right? So having them in your group will automatically make sure that your project is gonna go to the completion, right? So what I would suggest is that in any of the such a cases, you just talk to your partners that will you please handle the project for a while. I'm literally busy in gate preparation, and don't worry, people understand that gate is not cakewalk. So uh, if they are good people, they will definitely agree to that. Just for a while after you are done with the gate, just came back and continue where you left, okay? Right, so keep this one thing in mind. Also, what other advice I could give you is that you should try to do definitely more work before the November, right? So at least November, December, so the December and Jan, and before the November, right? So November, December, Jan, these 3 months you should devote to the gate. Okay. So what you could do is that just do a little bit more of your contribution before the November, and tell them that after I'll I finish my gate exam, I will be rejoining you and will do the most of the work, right? So this is also one better way where you are ethically correct and morally also correct, and you are just asking for them to some period of low work into or the contribution into the project, and I guess that it will work just fine. This is the optimum way I could say, right? The fourth one is the one which I really thought to do. So I had contacted a few peoples. So yes, there is a option of buying the final year project, or you could just hire a few guys. You just tell them your idea, and they will do it for you. Yes, these are also the peoples. There are also people which will do this. Uh, it may cost around you from 8k to something 15 16k depending on your project. It may be lower also. So yeah, initially I had this thought that I will do this because no matter what, I am not gonna leave the gate behind. Okay. Now the next one is this is the very during the initial stage, that please make sure that whatever topic you are choosing, suppose then make sure that you are having a good expertise in the implementation. Suppose your project involves the backend in web, so make sure that you are very good in implementing that. So what you can do is that you can get done with your project at the early time before the November, and after the initial front end and all those things are on the work, you they will definitely take some time, like the front end databases, right? So by that time you will be done with your gate exam and you can rejoin the flow after that. So this is also one of a very good choice, that please make sure you are selecting the topic in which you are very fluent and easy, you are having a good experience in implementing, so that it won't take much of a time. uh, Other advice would be it's not necessary that you will have to, means it's fine even if you are doing some of these things, uh, because like gate is way more important than your final year project. So that's fine. Personally, what in my case, I had my partners. Okay. So but what happened is that my partner, Priyanka, second. Mhm. Yeah. So she had done most of the things during the uh, initial phases of the project, so that I didn't had to look into the project very much. So what I used to do is that I used to read the research paper and tell them the insight, right? So in every project, this will be the one of the part that you will have to research papers and take the key insights from them. So this was the part which I used to do, like, right? So this will take a less time. The other is the making documentation. This is something where you won't have to spend much of the time in searching and doing other things. You just have to do documentation, so it will also take less time. Even though it's boring, it will take less time. So make sure that if you are doing this, do it at the time when your energy is at very low and you are not that at all doing the important things. So this is also one key thing that you should remember. So I had done this, but then what I did after gate after the gate 13th Feb, just one day before the Valentine's. That's how I remember it. Okay, anyways, so after 13th Feb, I started learning ML and deep learning in full depth. I did it, learn them very well, so that after that I contributed to the project in terms of documentation and the presentation and the PPTs, and I understood the implementation. So I cleared others' doubts and told them how exactly this computer com convolution neural network is working. So that what exactly I did was this strategy, the strategy number third. Okay. So see, these are the few things. I hope these might help you, and it's fine even though you might think it's ethically or morally wrong. But yes, few things demand more cost, so that's absolutely fine. No doubt about that. Okay. So I hope this video has been a helpful ride for you, and sorry if you had get to know such a things like buy or hire. It's like I didn't want to tell them to you, but that's the reality. Okay. So take care of your time, take care of yourself. May the force be with you. Thank you guys, and it would be very nice if you subscribe but turn that bell thing off so that you won't get distracted.